Hi, so I'm going to quickly teach a small trick for math teachers, right? For teaching mathematics to children. I'm sharing my screen using an app called XR Recorder, and that is just casting my screen to you. So I can share it in Zoom as well. It would exactly look the same, right? So now I'm going to go to one of the problems that I happen to see in one of the forums, right? This is a JEE problem, IIT JEE, right? IIT is, wow, such a prestigious institution to get into, and it is so hard, and there are some problems which are potentially difficult, right? And what brings the difficulty to the problem, and I'm going to talk about that difficulty to you, and just help you understand how you can teach children such difficult problems also, right? So I'm going to play it into the problem a
equal
little
to
bit and
less
then
than
share.
7 lakh and it is
The title of the problem goes like this, right? The entire graphs of an equation y is equal to x squared plus kx minus x plus 9 is strictly above the x-axis if and only if. Strictly. So either English, there's a lot of English in this, right? In sentence, right? You should have a comprehension of every word first of all. So that eliminates most of the people. Whoever is remaining, right, has gone to some classes and everything. That's okay. Let's quickly crack this problem. So entire graphs of this equation, entire graph, so the whole graph where you're plotting y is equal to some function of x, it has to be above the x-axis. Above the x-axis abdinaka, the quick understanding is y should be greater than 0. That is again a translation. Y should be greater than 0. The function can be like this. You can draw a function like this and it will be strictly above x-axis only if for any value of x, y is greater than 0. Above x-axis greater than 0 is a connection, right? It's an analytical connection. It is not mathematical. It is not right? So if the problem the analytical component will be hiding. They'll say it's a difficult problem, difficult to get into it and all this, right? These are games that we are pushing children against. Again, let me explain why this problem, how this problem can be learned. I said I was going to teach math teachers how to solve this, right? So I get really angry seeing such problems because this tests very little of concepts, but it tests how you can put an analytical beast inside and have people try out combinations. What are the combinations here? The solutions are k is less than 7, k is between 5 and minus 5 and 7, k is greater than minus 5, none of these. So now you're not going to solve the problem. You're just going to take some example areas from each of them and you're going to test it rigorously one after the other. And the smarter you are, supposedly smarter you are, you pick the right things and you solve. So for that you need some skills, right? First you should be able to draw a number line or number line minus 5 inga irukku, 7 inga irukku. So these things can happen, right? And then you pick up one, you eliminate one, eliminate next, eliminate third, you will find out that only in some places it is strictly greater than 0. Y is greater than 0. This is one way of teaching the problem, right? Substitution, blind substitution, repeatedly choosing that sample space smartly. Tuition center pona smart. If you pay 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs to this bullshit, you can get smart, but nothing to do with mathematical intelligence, nothing to do with scientific intelligence. It is agonizing, right? As parents, as as education providers, as technologists, this is bullshit. Most of science and technology in India have been destroyed in because of two words. One is IIT, the other is IT, right? இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம் செட் சால்வ் பண்ணி இவங்களெல்லாம் ஸ்மார்ட்னு சொல்லி அவங்களுக்கு கோச்சிங் சென்டரில் அடைச்சு you're pushing kids to play games that they do not like at all, even one bit, right? But still, I started the video saying I was going to help children, right? Help the teachers. I'm still not getting there. I just got adrift somewhere else and telling you how painful this whole process is. எப்படி ஹெல்ப் பண்ணலாம் டீச்சர்ஸ் அப்படின்னாக்கா வெரி ஈஸி. யூ ஹாவ் டு கோ, ஐம் ஸ்டில் ஷேரிங் மை ஸ்க்ரீன், ரைட்? ஸோ ஐம் கோன் கோ டு அன் ஆப் கால்ட் as Desmos. So these are free apps that are created by people around the world, and I'm going to share this app, one such app, and I'm going to move my camera down below. What is this graph? This graph is just an XY plot. X is along the x-axis, y-axis there is something beautiful, right? So now there are a lot of values of x are possible. In that there are a lot of values of y which is also possible depending on what equation you want to see. If you want to see just simple y is equal to x, you will see a straight line along the x-axis, along the at 45 degrees. Why? Because any value of x changes, y will change appropriately. Positive direction, same value. Negative direction, same value, right? So now if I quietly put y is equal to x squared here, I will get it flipped. Nothing will go below the x-axis. It will not be strictly above x-axis because 0 to 0 varum. For 0 it will be 0, but other than that it will always be above the x-axis, right? Now after a point of time, what you realize is, if you just give one more expression for this in a quadratic form, right, a lot of changes happens in the curve. You're just changing the value of x and you're getting some values of y. That's it, right? That's it. Now what is this problem now? Shall we go to the problem again? If you see the problem again, the problem says
take k is equal to minus.
You're going to have an equation called y is equal to x squared plus kx minus 9 minus x plus 9, right? Let me plot that here. What will happen? Shall we see? X squared, y is equal to x squared. I'm back to Desmos again, and I'm going to plot y is equal to x squared, right, plus kx. K is a variable. அது வச்சு ப்ராப்ளம் போட்டு கொடுக்குறாங்க உங்களுக்கு. K வந்து சேஞ்ச் ஆகுமா, அதனால அதை வச்சு இந்த ப்ராப்ளம் has been created. So kx, right, minus x plus 9. இதை பார்த்த உடனே குழந்தைங்களுக்கு என்னன்னே புரியாது. எதுக்காக இதை பண்ணுறோம், எதுக்காக எக்ஸ் ஸ்கொயர் பண்ணுறோம், எதுக்காக ஆட் பண்ணுறோம், எதுக்காகனே புரியாது. ஆனால் the point is, இது பண்ணாக்கா கேக்கு ஒன்றுமே வேல்யூ தரலைன்னா இந்த கர்வே வராது. ஒய்க்கு வேல்யூவே கிடையாது. K needs a value. So the moment I touch slider for k is equal to 1. Now k is equal to 1, therefore I got a curve here, got an equation here. Wow. So in the curve பார்த்தா எல்லாமே above x axis தானே இருக்கு. K is equal to 1 போட்ட உடனே 0 0 cancel ஆயிடுச்சு, x and x squared plus 9. It is always above x axis, it is always true. But k is not 1. Remember, the problem is something else. The problem is saying k can be less than 5, minus 5. At what point is it strictly above? In the range is strictly above nu kekranga. So what I'm going to do for that is, this is where the magic of such tools come into play. I'm going to show you what this magic is. Now I'm going to slide this k to positive direction of k 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kudukka enna adu in that curve? It is going down, it is touching x-axis at 7. So it has to be strictly above x-axis, right? So it can't touch 7. So k has to be less than 7. Less than 7 na eppozhum irundane irukalama? Less than 7 na irundane irukalama? Can it always be happy above the x-axis? No. Something else is happening at a different point of time. What is happening? At minus 5 exactly, you're touching the x-axis again. And by going further, you will go below. So k has to be greater than minus 5 but less than 7. என்ன அழகா இந்த இடத்துல இந்த மாதிரி இந்த equation நடக்குதுங்கிறது is a mathematical beauty, right? We have solved equations of planetary movements, Jupiter, Saturn, everything with this such things, right? Algebra pair Bijaganitam, such wonder we've had. But IIT-ங்கிற பேர்ல வந்து இந்த மாதிரி, can you give these problems to children, just combinations, so you don't experience this magic of what is happening, and giving them 2 minutes to solve the problem, 1 minute they discard it, they move away to the next problem. 100 problems ஒரு 10 எடுத்து ஒரு bell curve போட்டலாம் அழகா. அந்த bell curve கூட equation தெரிஞ்சிருக்காது. That is my agony, right? That's okay. But the point is, you can learn using Desmos. You can learn algebra, how it connects to x and y and how it changes in the equations using Desmos. Desmos is the app. DESMOS, right? I wanted to share this with you and share an IIT problem with you. Many difficult problems you can share with me. I'll tell you how to crack them in short amount of time. And you can you don't have to rely on 10 lakh, 20 lakh tuition centers. And more importantly, right? More importantly, you will realize that this is not becoming a superpower. This is not obtaining. You're not boosting your ego by solving these problems, right? This is nothing. Analytically nothing. Concept புரிஞ்சுக்கணும். இன்னும் நிறைய questions deeper இருக்கு. ஏன் வந்து x squared நாக்க polynomial? There are many other questions. Let's not go there, right? Let those come from the children. That is very important. Only if you allow them the time that they have to absorb such a brilliant piece of mathematical wonder, they will have questions that comes and touches us more deeply and asks us to revisit. We might even revisit our number system at one point of time in human history, right? We can do a lot of awesome things. But where is all that in this pursuit of marks and money, right? So just sharing my thoughts along with mathematical tools that are useful for you. So story tell mathematics, right? I want children to be able to narrate stories like this, how equation moves, how polynomial changes. Story tell them, and that will bring about concepts changes and it will have them absorb. But if you have difficult problems, please share them with me as well. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.